Yo, what's going on? It's the kids, Moosh and Twist.
And right now you with David Dwayne on My Fierce Wings. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy David Dwayne right here live from New York City. We got Moosh and Twist with us. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, man?
What's going
How y'all
on,
doing?
It's good to be here.
It's good to be here in New York City. How's the tour been so far?
Tour's been crazy, bro. It's probably like 3.5 weeks in. We still got 5 weeks left. It's been good though. Tonight it's gonna be dope. Last night in Boston was crazy, and then tomorrow we're in Philly, our hometown. So we're excited to be on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah,
see some family, see some friends, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you guys are from Philly, right?
Absolutely.
And
man.
you guys were friends from like long time ago, like what, first grade?
Yeah.
Wow.
First grade. We were
How do you guys
6
keep in
years old.
touch?
Man, so like pretty much first grade through 8th grade, we were in class together, same class all the time, and then like at the end of 8th grade, we started doing music. You feel what I'm saying? So, and after that, like we just like went to different high schools. I went to high schools in the suburbs of Philly. He went like literally right downtown, so we kind of just kept in touch, and I spread the word out there. He did the work in the city, and we kind of just made it work like that.
Yeah.
Nice. You know? So now that you both already knew that you both were musically inclined with music already, or did you guys kind of like take some time to figure it out for each other?
Definitely when we were middle school, he would play the drums, I'd play the keyboard. We would just mess around and have fun, and then we were doing poetry in class, like for English, and then we just started rapping. I mean, growing up in Philly, it's like that's what everybody was doing, rapping, hip hop. So we picked it up, and then honestly, we just found out we were pretty good at it, and we were just like kept doing it, you know.
Right. And y'all actually dope with it because a lot of people in Philly, I mean, I'm from Delaware, and a lot of people from Philly really try to rap. What is your take on people like really trying it and not understanding that when you do it, you gotta have an actual brand?
Yeah, it's just like, as you know, everybody thinks they can rap. Everybody can rap, but like one thing that we usually say is just like a complete package. You gotta be good at like freaking 10 things. So you gotta be like the best performer, the best singer, the best rapper, the best writer. You know, you have to be super tight with the socials. Photos gotta be A1, videos gotta be A1.
Say that last part again.
Photos gotta be A1, videos gotta be A1, you know?
Exactly.
So just like, you can't just be able to rap your ass off anymore. You can't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody can do everything now, so you gotta really like have your stuff be super up to par to even survive out here, let alone be one of the big dogs.
Right.
Yep.
And one of the I think is a good memory for you guys is being able to sell out TLA, which you guys are performing at tomorrow. What's it like being able to sell out a venue such as TLA? Because that's a hard venue to sell out.
Yeah.
That was like one of our first shows ever in Philly, and man, we just had a lot going for us, and it was like our first big show. So I think everyone that was a fan of us just wanted to really see us win and support us. And we were like just out of high school, and we sold it out. So that was sick. That was like a legendary spot. I mean, we seen a bunch of our first concerts there. So tomorrow night's gonna be the same thing. Sold out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now, what inspired you guys to like, you know, do music and really like talk about the message that you guys convey to your audience?
Right now, just definitely life in different circumstances. You know, you have situations like, you know, our friends. We travel the world. We rap about that. You know, we rap about our girlfriends and problems at home, and you know, people having money problems. Just like a lot of real, authentic stuff that's going on. And we're kind of in a transition and just like, not really like a darker sound, but a more mature sound. You know,
right?
And just like because we're not making the like same music we're making when we're 18. We're going through different things right now, so definitely like a bigger and a more mature sound coming from us.
Definitely. Yeah. And I'm feeling that record up tempo. Like that's really dope.
Good.
I like the video. Like,
Thanks,
where did you guys like gain the inspiration for that? Because I was like, this shit is real wavy.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
One of our producers in Philly, this dude named Tyler Nicolo.
Yeah. We
work with him every day. It's like our engineer and producer. He sent us this beat, and he was like, "Yo, I don't even know if you guys are gonna like this. It's kind of weird, but let me know." And then we heard it, and we both just kind of caught a vibe, and we just came off on it to what we did. And then it was just real fun and different for us, and it kind of reminded us of like Lil Wayne's like 6 foot, 7 foot or something, just with like a cool sample in there.
Yeah.
And we just had fun with it. And then we went up to Toronto and shot the video with our homie Pride. Just like we were running around the city.
He killed it.
Yeah, he killed it. It was fun.
He came in crazy on that.
Thank you. That shit was
Came in
dope.
crazy on that for sure.
Yeah.
And how was the fans' response been to you guys' music? Because I mean, you guys put out a couple different projects, and you guys release a lot of content, and I think that's very key. A lot of people don't understand with being an independent artist and trying to get a distribution situation, get different products and placements. You have to have content like a motherfucker. Excuse my French, but you gotta have content.
Yeah. You know, and it's important. That's what I think we just kind of try to. You gotta find that middle ground between like feeding your audience and feeding the masses, but without like pouring yourself out and like oversaturating like the place. You feel what I'm saying? So like a lot of cats like put videos out every week. So when you drop like a big single, people are not gonna think it's something crazy because you put out content every week. You feel what I'm saying? So like we try to like what we do as a recent like we just put out a like 30-second rap videos on Twitter, songs on SoundCloud, a video here, like you know behind the scenes shit, and just like you know we put out our big single, people know, and we train them and just kind of like step by step. So when the big shit comes, be ready, you know.
Right. And now this tour has been filled with a lot of records that people don't know and records that people do know. How's it been being able to actually mix, you know, new and old content?
It's dope, you know, and just like we kind of like start off with a song that people know, and then like kind of get to a song people don't know, and then like we have stuff ready in the set, just like people have a good time during the set. Like if it's kind of so like our part is kind of have the set up, bring it down a little bit, back up, get the fans involved, get the crowd involved. We do a lot of freestyle shit. Like a new thing that Twizzy does is just like we're on opposite sides of the stage. So I'm literally on the stage. He has a stage across from me in the crowd, and we grab to each other across the crowd.
Nice.
And we do like a freestyle depending on the city. So like tonight being in New York, we're gonna talk some New York Knicks shit. We're gonna talk some Yankee shit. You know, like the Big Apple shit. So you know, we cater to each city and make that place feel like home every night. So that's one of the things that we really take pride in.
That's what's up. So you guys got this single that's coming out soon.
Champion.
In the video. Champion.
Yeah, we're excited. About that. We're definitely excited about the single. We recorded it a couple months ago in LA, and when we made it, we knew it was gonna be one of my favorite joints. It sounds like a stadium record, and then we shot the video like a couple weeks ago in LA.
Nice.
And the whole video is based on it follows like the life of this boxer. Like he's a 6-7-year-old, and he's like in his crib, and he has these gloves. He's looking in the mirror. He's all hype, and then like by the second verse, he's grown, and he's in his first fight. And it's just we just wanted to let people know like anything they do, like you could be a champion. You know what I mean? And that's what the song means to us. And so we hope people like it. I think they will. You know.
And I think people definitely will, because you guys, you know, put out good content, things that are very conceptual, that actually make sense. Because a lot of people, well, let's say other people, they put out stuff that does not make any sense. How do you feel about people that put out product, but it's just not flying with the universe?
I mean, like, to each his own, like, and like, you know, like, I'm guilty of it too, because like I love like mindless rap too, and it's a time and place for everything. So it's just like a lot of cats do put out shit that sounds dope and they're saying really cool shit, but like at the end, it may not be changing the world. It may not be making people better. It may not inspire people. It may not help people grow. But like at the end of the day, like it's for occasion. So like even in our green room for the show, like to get like we'll play some pump up shit. It can be ignorant rap, but it's gonna get us ready to go give them a great show out there.
Right.
And then like you got like, for example, there's a cat. We got a cat that we really like named Marky Basie, and he's like super sick. And he sings about like, you know, love and just like relationships, but also like talking that real shit, like how you fucked up sometimes. So like it's definitely, you gotta play that middle ground again.
Exactly. So now you guys are finished this upcoming project that you're about to get ready to release. Now is it an EP, album?
We're calling it a mixtape.
Okay.
Just because it's not really like the debut album yet, but it's gonna be on iTunes, and hopefully it goes #1. You know, that's the goal. But yeah, it's like 12 of our favorite songs we ever made, and we definitely think people are gonna like it. Like we were saying, it's definitely a little more mature for us.
Right.
You know, like there's fun stuff on it, like Whoa and Up Tempo. But we got some records on there. This song, like the Champion single, this song called Bring Me Some, this song called The One. It's just a bunch of fun records, honestly. And it's not the debut, so we're just calling it a mixtape. Okay. It's going to be dope.
So, with this new project you guys are getting ready to release, is there a label in place, or do you guys think that will happen like in the near future?
Yeah, I mean, for this project, we got distribution through E1, which is going to be really dope. And, you know, hopefully they help out a lot, you know, because our last EP, we released it just us on a TuneCore, and that was sick, but it's going to be nice to have a little bit of help with this one, for sure.
Right. Have that push, you know, we never had that before, so we like, our last album set, like he said, like, we judge it strictly off of our fan base and our fans and supporters and us, so like now, like we're a machine behind it. We're really self-sufficient, you know, so that's kind of like how we work. And we send them music, so it's kind of just like, it's never a situation where they're like, yo, make songs like this, or like literally we sent them the album, you know. We do the music where we want to do it. Packaging, artwork, that's all in house. You know, that's all in house. So pretty much we kind of like when we love something, we send it to them, and we're ready to go. So if like we all agree on it, we're super happy. Let's see what it's really gonna do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you could pick 3 words to describe this new project that's getting ready to come out, what 3 words would you guys say?
Well, that's a good question.
I would say, words that describe the music. I would say determined. Shit, that's a good question. I would say determined.
Yeah.
I would say triumphant, and I would say it's not one word, but I would say 2 a.m. in Philly. We have this track at the end, and it's called 2 a.m. in Philly, and it's one of our deepest records where we're talking about some real stuff, and that's gonna kind of get people ready for the next project.
Nice.
So it's kind of like that, when you're driving on the freeway or down the street or whatever, it's some late night stuff. So yeah, that was a good question.
I always say a lot, like too, like our music is like more mature, and it's like we always say like it's ready too. So like meaning ready is just like you're gonna hear us rapping our asses off, you're gonna hear us singing our asses off, you're gonna hear big songs, you're gonna hear us saying some deep shit, you're gonna hear us saying some fun shit. So like it's ready for all occasions. So whether we're at a club one night after a show, we got some bangers for that. Whether it's a high school graduation, we got a song for that. So it's definitely ready for any occasion, ready for the radio, ready for commercials. So you already know.
Nice, that's what's up. How has this tour been so far, would you say, like overall?
It's been interesting but good. It's a different like fan base for us, because like dealing with Mike, the homie Mike Stud, and the homie Futuristic, shout out to them. It's just like kind of all of our fans meshed into one melting pot. You feel me? So like his family's a little more older, a little more mature. So we kind of gotta cater to what like you cater to what's going on that night. You gotta know your clientele. You gotta know who you're dealing with. So we definitely come out and give them a good show. But it's definitely helping us because we know how to adapt to any crowd. So whether it's a crazy crowd in New York where it's gonna be a lot of suits and ties out here tonight, maybe, or like a bunch of fucking screaming kids in North Carolina. So we adapt to the situation.
Absolutely. So now, last question: what advice would you give to artists coming out of Philly? Because there's a lot of artists that are coming out of Philly that have skills.
I'm just kidding.
They need to do that too already.
No, I mean we definitely always tell people you definitely got to believe in yourself, and you got to just stay what's true to you. Because even though we're from Philly, we would never describe ourselves as Philly artists. We definitely rep it, but and I mean there shouldn't really be one sound just for a city. Even in New York, dudes like ASAP, they popped off. They don't sound like boom bap New York at all. So if you stay true to yourselves and you make good music, people will definitely fuck with it. And they'll spread the word. And you just gotta you definitely have to have a good team. You just have to have fun though. Some people do this for the wrong reason. They just make music on some for whatever, thinking it's gonna get them wherever, and it's not real, so it's not gonna really happen.
Right. So now, what are your thoughts on people that want to do music? So they say they want to do music, but they don't realize that the business has to be intact, and they really have to. They'll brand it.
They'll figure it out soon enough.
Just like even with us, man, we gotta be worried about Moosh and Twist. We have to be the best Moosh and Twist that we can be. Just like you said, like either if you come out of New York, you come out of Philly, wherever, you gotta sound like yourself. And even now more than ever, like a lot of the kids and the people listening to music, they're in charge, bro. These labels aren't in charge. These radio stations aren't in charge. These big suits and ties to the presidents and shit, they're not in charge. It's the kids, man. They decide what's going on, and you got to be true to what your sound is. And it's like a lot of people who go into the studio saying like, I want to make this kind of record, a big pop sounding record or a hip hop record. You just gotta make shit that feels right to you, because people can see through all the other little bullshit, So definitely stay true to what you're doing and be yourself.
Absolutely. Well, fellas, thanks so much for this interview.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, boss.
No doubt. So tell everybody where they can follow you as far as social media is concerned.
Just hit us on Twitter at Moosh and Twist, MOOSH and TWIST.
Hey.
Same with Instagram, YouTube. Just Google us, bro. That's it.
That's it. Moosh and Twist all day.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey,
Google them, follow them, check out their music. They dope us out. And I'm David Dwayne signing out.
Yo, what's going on? It's the kids, Moosh and Twist.
And right now you with David Dwayne on My Fierce Wings. Hey.